Hello, doctors. This is Dr. Sam from Sam Agency for OET Services. Today, we'll take an overview of OET, and after that, we'll start with the phase subtest, which is the writing subtest. In our OET study camp, we can provide preparation for OET for up to 6 professions, which are medicine, dentistry, nursing, radiography, physiotherapy, and pharmacy. Let's get started with the content of OET subtest. The OET subtest consists of 4 subtests. The first one is the listening subtest, and the second one is the reading subtest. The first one, listening subtest, here it will last up to 45 minutes regarding the timing, and you have to follow and understand a range of health-related spoken materials, such as patient consultations and lectures. While in the reading subtest, here you have to read and understand different types of text on health-related subjects. And the timing in the reading subtest will last up to 1 hour. The difference between the OET subtests here is the listening and reading subtests. The content here is the same for all healthcare professions. If you are a doctor, a nurse, a dentist, you will take the same content in the listening and the reading subtests. While the next 2 subtests, which are writing and speaking, in the writing subtest, it will last up to 45 minutes. And the task is to write a letter, usually a referral letter. Sometimes, especially for some professions, a different type of letter is required. For example, a letter of transfer or discharge, or a letter to advise or inform a patient, carer, or a group. While the speaking subtest, which is the last subtest here, it will last up to 20 minutes, and you will be in a private room with the OET interlocutor, who is the OET representative. And you will take part in 2 role plays. You will take your professional role, like a doctor or a nurse, whatever, while the interlocutor plays a patient or client, or sometimes a relative or carer role play. And here in the writing and speaking subtests, the content is different, is specific to professions. So this is the difference between the OET subtests. Regarding the structure, in the listening subtest, which is the first subtest, here this subtest has 3 parts: Part A, Part B, and Part C. In Part A, you'll have 2 consultation extracts, about 5 minutes each. Part A assesses your ability to identify specific information during a consultation. You will listen to 2 recorded health professional patient consultations, and you will complete the health professional's notes using the information you hear. And the sum of this of questions in this part, about 24 questions. The next part, Part B, you will have 6 short workplace extracts, about 1 minute each. In Part B, assesses your ability to identify the detail, guest opinion, or purpose of short extracts from the healthcare workplace. And you will listen to 6 recorded extracts, for example, team briefings, handovers, health professional patient dialogues, and you will answer 1 multiple choice question for each extract. And the sum of questions here in this part, 6 questions. While in the last part, in this subtest, Part C, 2 presentation extracts, about 5 minutes each. In Part C, assesses your ability to follow a recorded presentation or interview on a range of accessible healthcare topics. And you will listen to 2 different extracts, and you will answer 6 multiple choice questions for each extract. And the sum of questions here, about 12 questions. So the listening subtest has 42 questions, which is the sum of all these parts. The structure of the reading subtest, also here we have 3 parts, but the difference is here in this part A, you will set this part in a different setting. So you will start with part A, and after that, they will collect the booklet, the answer booklet or booklet answers. And after that, you will proceed to the next 2 parts, part B and C together. While in the listening, you'll take all the 3 parts in one sitting. So this is the difference between listening and reading. In reading part A, you will have an expeditious reading task, which is very fast, in 15 minutes only. In this part, assesses your ability to locate specific information from 4 short texts in a quick and efficient manner. The 4 short texts relate to a single healthcare topic. So the 4 texts will talk about one topic, and you must answer 20 questions in 15 minutes. The 20 questions consist of matching, sentence completion, and short answer questions. And the sum here of questions, 20 questions. In the next sitting, in 45 minutes, you will take part B and C together. In part B, assesses your ability to identify the detail, gist, or main point of 6 short text sources from the healthcare workplace, 100 up to 150 words each, and the text might consist of extract from policy documents, hospital guidelines, manuals, or internal communications, such as emails or memos. For each text, there is one 3-option multiple choice question, and the sum of questions here, 6 questions in this part, part B. While in part C, which is the last part here, assesses your ability to identify detailed meaning and opinion in 2 texts on topics of interest to healthcare professionals. 800 words each, which is the word length, for each text. And you must answer 8 4-option multiple choice questions for each text. So the sum of questions, 16 questions. This is regarding the structure of the second subtest, which is reading subtest. The next subtest is the speaking subtest. At the start of your exam, you will take 2 to 3 minutes for warm-up questions. And here there are no marks, no penalties for your mistakes. So feel free to answer these warm-up questions. After that, you'll proceed, or you'll start with the first roleplay card, which is roleplay card 1, and this is the figure of the roleplay card. And this is your play like a doctor or with a nurse will be written here, nurse. And this is the role of the OOT representative or OOT interlocutor, which is who is the person who will play the other role play. At the start, you will have 3 minutes for preparation. So you will take 3 minutes to read and underline the important words and how to approach the main context of this card. And after that, you'll start the real exam in 5 minutes for conversation with your patient, who is the OOT interlocutor. After that, you'll proceed to the next roleplay card, card number 2. And again, you will have 3 minutes for preparation and 5 minutes for conversation. And this is the end of your exam. So in brief, at the start, you'll take 2 to 3 minutes for mock-up questions, and there are no marks, no penalties for your mistakes. After that, you'll start with 3 minutes for preparation to read and underline under the important words in your card. And after that, you'll start the conversation with the OET interlocutor or the patient, your patient. And after that, you'll continue for the next card, card number 2. And again, you will take 3 minutes for preparation and 5 minutes for conversation. And this is the end. The last subtest, writing subtest, which is our topic today. Regarding writing subtest timing, at the start, you'll receive 2 papers. The first one is the task. And the next one, or another one, is the answer booklet. You will have 5 minutes to read only the task. So you are not allowed to use your pencil in these 5 minutes. You are allowed just to read the task in 5 minutes. In these 5 minutes, you have to be able to locate or select the relevant case notes and exclude the irrelevant case notes regarding the given case. After that, you'll start a new duration of 40 minutes to start using your pencil and start writing the task or the letter which is needed. And then the end of your exam. So again, in brief, at the start, you receive 2 papers. The first one is the task, and the second one, the answer booklet. And you will have 5 minutes at the start to read only the task. And after these minutes, you'll start the next 40 minutes. And here you are allowed to use your pencil to locate the relevant case notes and exclude the irrelevant case notes. And after that, start writing your letter. I think Dr. Ali has a problem regarding the voice. He's asking regarding the voice whether we have started or not.
I hear you very good, but I'm not Dr. Ali. I'm just telling that I can hear you good.
Okay. So please.
Maybe there is a problem with Dr. Ali, but I can hear you. If
Yes.
anyone else can hear you, he can just raise his voice and tell us if there is a problem.
Actually, you can help him regarding how to hear the voice in our lecture clearly. So please guide him how to select the correct option to hear the voice.
Doctor, please, the picture isn't clear for me.
Could you clarify?
Yes, it's clarified.
You mean the words here?
Yes, I couldn't see it.
Yes, here it's like an example. There's no a certain topic to explain on. So this is just to clarify that or to explain the structure and the timing of the writing subtest. We haven't started yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. After explaining the timing of the writing subtest, this slide will explain or express the type of letters in writing subtest. The first type we have referral letter, like from a GP to specialist. The next one, discharge. If you are a specialist, you discharge your patient to the GP, or transfer letter from a specialist to another specialist. The last one, update or information letter. If you are a specialist, want to write an update letter to a GP informing him regarding a change in the dosage of medication or the regime of treatment of a certain patient. Now, let's start with the writing assessment criteria. First of all, how is writing ability assessed in OET? Your performance on the writing subtest is marked independently by a minimum of 2 trained assessors. Neither assessor knows what scores the other has given you or what scores you have achieved in any of the other subtests. And your performance is scored against 6 criteria and receives a band score of for each criterion. The first criterion we have purpose. Whether the purpose of the letter is immediately apparent to the reader and sufficiently expanded in the course of the letter, and you receive a band score of 3. The next criterion we have content. Whether all the necessary information is included and accurate for the reader, and you receive a band score of 7. The next one, conciseness and clarity, whether unnecessary information is omitted so that the letter is an efficient summary for the reader, and also you receive a band score of 7. Genre and style, whether the register, tone, and use of abbreviations are appropriate for the reader, and you receive a band score of 7. The next criterion, organization and layout, whether the letter is organized and well laid out for the reader, and also you receive a band score of 7. The last criterion we have, language, whether the accuracy of the grammar, vocabulary, spelling, and punctuation communicates the necessary information for the reader, and also you receive a band score of 7. So let's get started with the first criterion, purpose. Purpose helps the reader get a quick and precise sense of what is asked of them. Due to time constraints, health professionals want to understand the purpose behind a written handover document, like a referral letter, very quickly and efficiently. This criterion therefore examines how clearly the writing communicates the purpose of the document to the reader. Also, the purpose for writing should be introduced early in the document, in the introduction, and then clearly expanded on later in the body paragraphs, often near the end of the document. The purpose should be easily and immediately identifiable to the reader, so there is no need to search for it. So the summary of this slide is how to write the purpose of your writing very precisely and quickly. So you have to express that in the introduction, and after that expand the problem of your patient or the given information in the task in the body paragraphs. The next criterion, content, considers necessary information. What does the reader need to know? Considers accuracy of information. The content criterion examines a number of aspects of the content. All key information is included. Information is accurately represented. The writing needs to be appropriate to the reader and their knowledge of the case and what they need to know to continue care. So simply here you have to include all the relevant case notes. All the relevant case notes of your case, and you have to express that very accurately, and your presentation of the letter should be very clear. The next criterion, conciseness and clarity, considers irrelevant information. What doesn't the reader need to know? So simply you have to exclude the irrelevant information or case notes. considers how effectively the case is summarized so no time is wasted. Health professionals value concise and clear communication. This criterion therefore also considers whether unnecessary information from the notes is included and how distracting this may be to the reader. So you have to exclude the unnecessary information from the case notes. So you have to ask yourself, does this affect clarity? Is there any information that could be left out? And how will the information regarding the case notes is summarized and how clearly this summary is presented to the reader? So regarding this slide and the previous one, you have to include the relevant case notes and exclude the irrelevant case notes. Genre and style considers the appropriateness of features such as register and tone to the document's purpose and audience. Referral letters and similar written handover documents need to show awareness of genre by being written in a clinical and factual manner. For example, not including personal feelings and judgments, and awareness of the target reader through using professional register and tone. The use of abbreviations should not be overdone, thereby assuming common prior knowledge. If written to a medical colleague in a similar discipline, then wise use of abbreviations and technical terms would be entirely appropriate. But if the medical colleague was in a totally different discipline, or a letter was from a specialist to a GP, more explanation and less shorthand would be desirable. If the target readership includes the patient, so the information must be worded appropriately, for example, minimizing medical jargon. So you have to make your writing very clear and very simplified. Organization and layout considers organizational features of the document. Health professionals value documents that are clearly structured so it's easy for them to efficiently retrieve relevant information. This criterion examines how well the document is organized and laid out. It examines whether the paragraphing is appropriate, whether subsections within the document are logically organized, whether key information is clearly highlighted to the reader so that it's not easily missed. The criterion also considers whether the layout of the document is appropriate. The last criterion we have, language, considers aspects of language proficiency such as vocabulary, grammar, spelling, punctuation. Health professionals are concerned with linguistic features only to the extent that they facilitate or obstruct retrieval of information. This criterion examines whether the language is accurate, used appropriately, and whether it interferes with reading comprehension or speed. So this is regarding writing assessment criteria. The first topic in our session today regarding how to deal with this subtest is the date format. How to write the date correctly in English. A general rule, the more complicated the style of date, the more formal it is. As you know, in the OET, you have to include a formal writing style. So you have to be very formal in your writing, even for the date. The date format in British English, which is mainly used in Australia and the UK, the day is followed by the month, which is then followed by the year. The sixth day of the month September in the year 2019 might be written in full in order of complexity, like this manner. At the start, you write the day, then the month, then the year. While in American English style, you write the month firstly, then the day, then the year. So this is the difference between the British writing style and the American writing style regarding the date. رحمكم الله. أنا بس هعمل mute. Okay. So how to write date in British English? Simply, you write the number of the day, then the name of the month, then the digits of the year. And here I prefer to write full digits, like 4 digits for the year, not just only 19. No, you have to write 2019 to be more formal. And the next style here, you can include TH here, 6th September 2019. So this is another style to write the date in British English. Here you can add the the 6th of September 2019, or simply include a comma here just before the year, like this one, the 6th of September, comma 2019. The last two dates formats are more formal. The article the and the preposition of are optional, but if you want to use them, you must add both the and of simultaneously at the same time. It's incorrect to say only 6th of September or the 6th September. No, this is incorrect. You have to say the 6th of September. Guarding the comma are not necessary when you write the date in British English, but you can if you prefer this style like this one. In brief, in the OET, simply you can use this one or this one, 6th September or 6th September. This is regarding writing date format in British English. And this is regarding writing date format in British English, but in numbers. This is the numeric style. If you prefer to abbreviate the date, you can use the following style in British English. Again, the day comes first, then the month, then the year. Simply, you can say 6/9/19 or 6/9, this is for September 2019. And as I said earlier, I prefer this one. It's more formal than this one. You must commonly use separator in all numeric date formats, like forward slash or hyphen or period. All are acceptable in English, like this one, forward slash, this one, periods, and this one, hyphens. 6 September 2019. This is regarding how to write the date in British English. While in the this is the summary regarding date format in British English. This is in words and this is in numbers. You can use this one or this one, 6th September, 6th September, and simply here 6 September 2019, separate them forward slash, periods, hyphens. Date format in American English, simply you write the name of the month firstly, then the digit of the day, then comma, then the year. This comma is to separate this number from this number. As you see here, we have this number for the day and this number for the year. So we have to separate them using this comma. That's why we use this comma in American style. And how to write the date in numbers in American English? Simply switch the month to be the first and then the day. So this is April 13, 2019. April 13, 2019. Again, you can use forward slash, periods, or hyphens. Okay, this is the comparison between the date format in British English and date format in American English in one slide. Simply, you can use this one, 6th September 2019, 6th September 2019 in full text, or this one in numeric style, and this one for American English, September 6, 2019, and in the numeric style, April 13, 2019. Okay, our mission here, please write or answer this question at the chat. How to write this date in British style and again in American style. The day is 6, month is September, the year is 2019. So please, I'm waiting for your answers. I will highlight briefly on the incorrect answers at chat. I'll start with Dr. Muhammad Raed, I think. Muhammad Raed, R-A-A-D. Your answer is 6/9/2019. Dr. Muhammad, as I mentioned earlier, I prefer to include all the digits for all parts of the date. So it's better to write 06/09/2019. This is more formal than using one digit for the day and month. Dr. Yasser KN, your answer 06/092019 without including another / to separate the month of the year. So this is incorrect. You have to include this / to write the the date correctly. Dr. Bashir, your answer is 6th September 2019, and the incorrect answer here is writing September in small. Writing the name of months of the months should be capitalized always. So the S should be in capital, not in small. Again, Dr. Yasmin, the same fault here, or the same mistake. 6th September 2019, September in small, should be in capital. So you have to capitalize September. Again, Dr. Bashir, the word September should be capitalized. Dr. Amna Al-Mabruk, your answer is 6th of September 2019. Again, also as I mentioned earlier, if you want to include the preposition of, you have to write the article the simultaneously at the same time. So the correct answer is to write the 6th of September 2019. It's incorrect to say 6th of September or the 6th September. This is incorrect. You have to include both of them at the same time. The 6th of September 2019. Dr. Dania, again, the word September should be in capital. Doctor named with Dr. Neologist is asking whether I have a question, please. Are we free to choose either style? Yes, feel free to choose any style you want, but my advice here, you have to be consistent with one English school. So if you choose to write your letter in American English style, you have to include all the information in American English. If you choose to write in British, you have to include all the words in British. And I will attach or I will show you a file regarding the differences between British and American style. For example, just to know intonation, text, okay, here. So, and what's the difference between the word edema, like this way and this way? Both are edema. The first one with this O for the British style, while edema in E without this O, this is for American style. Okay, so that's why I advise you how to write your letter. So you have to be consistent with one English school. If you choose to write or to start writing your letter in British style, and you wrote the date in British style, you have to write all the rest of your letter in the same English school. So you will write this word edema. Okay. I will show you this file after our session today. Again, another question from Dr. Neurologist. The style will be written by the card. No, this is optional for you. You can choose any style you want. Dr. Rami is asking, is there any preferable way of writing dates, American vs British? No. Just be consistent with the international guidelines regarding the differences between the British and American English. Yes, Dr. Bashir. Regarding the word esophagus, writing the word esophagus with E, this is in American, while O-E-S, this is for the British. Thank you. Okay, let's proceed. Just to compare your answers with the correct one, this is the previous slide. So here, 6th September 2019, and September should be in capital, or you can include TH after this digit 6. If you want to write in full digit, numeric style, 06, 09, and 4 digits for the year. As you see here, the 6th of September. You have to include both of them, the and of. Or you can include another, this comma, just to separate the month from the year. And this is for British. Date format in American English, starting the date with the name of the month, September, also in capital. Then 6, this is for the day. Then comma to separate the day of the year. And in numeric, you write the month firstly, April 13, 2019. Dr. Nordin is asking, is there any space between letters and numbers? Between letters and numbers. Okay, if your question regarding this space, yes, sure. You will include one space between the digit or the number and the letters for this word. And again, another space for this style. But we have another shorthanded style, but it's not important to write your letter or your format with that style. So just briefly and simply choose this one or this one. Okay, Dr. Fatima. So, Doctor, please, how can I prepare as British style? Okay, simply just read or be aware of the difference between the British and American style, and after that stick to the British one. This is simply. I will show you the file regarding this topic. Don't worry. Okay, let's proceed. You are welcome. Regarding titles in English, we have the first title here, Sir, Madam, Mr., Miss, Ms., Mrs., Doctor. Sir or Madam, we can use these two titles if you don't know the name of the person you are talking to. So simply you can say Sir or Madam. Sir is used to adult male of any age, Madam for adult female. Mr., for Mr. we say Mr. Any male. Another question, I think. I will show you the material at our channel, Telegram, or our group's WhatsApp. Okay. Again.
I want to enter the group on the WhatsApp.
Excuse me?
I want to enter the group on WhatsApp. I don't have any number on WhatsApp.
Don't worry, Doctor. Are you a member at our Telegram channel?
Can take my number?
No. Are you a member of our Telegram channel or Facebook?
Yes, on Telegram.
On Telegram. Okay. I'll show you this file on all our platforms, so don't worry. Okay. For Sir and Madam, we can use these titles for persons we don't know their names. Sir for adult male of any age, Madam for adult female. Mr. for any male of 21 years or more. Miss, for Miss we say Miss for unmarried woman. Ms. MS pronounced like Ms, Ms, not Miss. So this is the difference between these two titles. Ms for married or unmarried woman, common in business. Mrs, we say Mrs for married woman who use her husband's last name. Doctor plus last name, or some doctors go by doctor and the first name. So DR for doctor. In British English, we don't use periods with these titles. So simply you write Mr. Smith, Mrs. N, Ms. Sarah, Dr. X, without periods, without full stop after the title. While in American English, we always use periods with these titles. Mr. period Smith, Mrs. period N, Ms. period Sarah, Dr. period X, and leave a space after the period. As you see here, we left this one space just after the period. This is regarding titles in English. For letter format, which is very important in this session today, letter format, one of the criteria used to assess your writing in the OET exam is organization and layout. This criterion assesses the overall presentation of the letter and includes lots of features outside the body of the letter, including letter format, punctuation, capital letters, and spelling. So this is the criterion, organization and layout. This presentation will describe the characteristics of formal medical correspondence. To do this, the letter has been broken up to 6 parts. The first one, address. The second one, date. The next one, salutation or greeting. Then subject, then body, then closure and sign off. So let's get started with the first one, address. The address gives the name and the address of the person or facility to whom you are writing. There are some basic conventions which need to be followed, including capital letters and punctuation. Capital letters for job titles, names, and street names. So you have to capitalize all of these. Regarding punctuation, like commas and periods, not required in the address. So please don't include any punctuations in the address when the address is separated in by lines. So simply you write the address in separated lines without using commas or periods. This is regarding the address, and I will explain that in next slides very deeply. Regarding the next item, date. The date should be placed at either the top left or top right of the letter and can be either written in full or as numbers as follows. As I mentioned earlier, British English date like this style, 6 September 2019, or in numbers, simply 6 September 2019 separated by forward slashes, periods, hyphens. While in American English date format, you write the month firstly, April 13, 2019, or start with the date of the month, April 13, 2019. This is regarding the date. So simply you write the address on top, then the date, after that the salutation or greeting. If the name of the person is included in the case notes, then it should be used. So if you know the name of the person you are writing to, you have to write this name. Simply like, Dear Dr. Wilson. And this is in American style. Why? Because we included this period. And remember the difference between writing titles in English and the difference between American and British. In American, we include this period, while in British, we don't. So this is the difference between American and British. This can be followed by either a comma if you will write a comma after the closer, or don't write a comma after the salutation if you will not write a comma after the closer. Okay. Okay, this is a full letter format in American style, and here we have lots of mistakes. We will correct them. The note regarding this comma in the greeting or salutation. If you want to write this comma, like Dear Dr. Jason, comma, you have to include this comma in the closer here. Yours faithfully or yours sincerely, comma. If you didn't write this comma here, you will not write a comma here. So in this slide, we have a mistake regarding this comma because we included a comma here and we don't in this closer. So you have to write a comma here. So simply, if you write a comma here, you have to write a comma here. If you will not write a comma here, you will not write a comma here. Okay, so regarding salutation, Dear Dr. Wilson, this is in American style because of this period. Dear Dr. Wilson without a period, this is in British style. And regarding the comma in both, you can write this comma, as I mentioned earlier. If you will write a comma at the bottom of your writing in the closer, you will write a comma above. If the name of the person is not mentioned, then you can begin with Sir, Madam, because you don't know the gender of the person you are writing to, whether male or female. You can say Dear Sir, Madam. Excuse me, sir. Okay. So the difference between these two styles, Dear Dr. Wilson, we know the name of the person we are writing to, Dr. Wilson. While here we don't, and I don't know whether the person is a doctor or not. So simply I will write Dear Sir, Madam. But if I know that the recipient is a doctor, but I don't know the name of this doctor, I will write Dear Doctor. The fourth item here, subject. The subject is a place where information such as the name and age of the patient can be included. Regarding the subject, this can save you words in the body of the letter. But be careful not include too much information here, and definitely no phrases or sentences. So simply you will write the name of the patient and date of birth or the age. You can use this regarding or this regarding with E in small or E in capital. Both are acceptable in OET. So you can say RE in this style or RE in this style. So regarding Mr. Dalen Charles and this period for American style, while Mr. Dalen Charles without a period for British style. And regarding date of birth, you can use D period, O period, B period, one space, then the date. This is regarding American style, and be careful here, you have to write this date of birth, also in American style. So in this date, this means December for 1985, because this is the month, not the day. While here, this is the day, 4 December 1985 in British style. And the difference between writing the date of birth in American and British, this is in American and this is in British. In British, simply remove periods, just similar to the titles here. In American, we wrote periods, while in British, we have to remove periods of the titles and also from this abbreviation date of birth, DOB, but here you will write this colon, 2 periods above each other.
Sorry, I have one question.
Yes, sure.
Regarding the previous slide, if we are in UK and we will give the test, if we written in the date like in English, in American, it will be wrong.
Your question is if you choose to write your letter in American, is it
Yes.
correct or not?
Yeah.
Yes, feel free to write. You can choose to write in American or in British, but here you have to be consistent with one English school. So as you know, in English, we have lots of differences between words in English and American. So
Yeah.
while while writing a letter, you have to write all the information or words in one English school or consistent with one English school.
That's my big mistake. I didn't know before. Yeah, date of
Don't
birth.
worry, I will share you a file regarding the differences between the American and British style. Don't worry.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
You are welcome. Okay, regarding the subject, we have 3 examples or 3 options to write this subject. The first one is to write regarding Mr. Dallin Charles, comma, then 1 space, then the date of birth in American, or the same one in British, with a comma and 1 space between. Let me highlight this one. Okay, this is the first part, which is the name of the patient, and this is the date of birth. The first option we have is to write these 2 parts enclosed and separated using this comma and 1 space. And the same thing in British style. The second option we have, you can write the first part, which is the name of the person or of the patient, sorry, and just under this name, you can write the date of birth. And you can choose to write in American or in British again. So simply, this is in American, okay, and this is in British. So the first one, this is the first option, comma with 1 space. The second option, the name of the patient above and date of birth under the name. The third one, is to leave this long space between the name of the patient and date of birth. So this is the first one, the second one, the third one. Okay. The first option, to leave long space between the name of the patient and date of birth, or put a comma with 1 space, or write the name of the patient and just under it you can write the date of birth or the age. Regarding how to write the age, if in the task is included the age, not the date of birth, you can write the the age like this way. Aged, comma, like 22 years old. Okay, and you can apply these three options for this age, and this is correct. So you can write aged 22 years old here, or under the name. Another option how to write the age, like 22 years of age. This is another style how to write the age. You can say aged, A in capital, comma, 22 years old or 22 years of age. Regarding body, the information in the body of the letter should be divided into paragraphs, with the standard format of a referral letter being as follows. Introduction, which includes background information and purpose of writing or chief complaint in summary form. Doctors, please, could we hold our questions at the end of our session today, just to minimize the interruptions? I will answer all your questions, but let me finish our topic firstly, then after that I will answer your questions. So regarding the fifth item here, body, the information in the body of the letter should be divided into paragraphs, with the standard format of a referral letter being as follows. Introduction, which includes background information, which is the main issue or main medical issue of the patient, and of course the name of the patient, plus or minus the age or date of birth. Then the purpose of writing or chief complaint in summary form. After that, you will write past medical history or social history, then current condition in detail or discharge plan, and lastly, the conclusion should be specific to the scenario and don't include new information. So be careful here, don't write new information and don't repeat previously mentioned information in the conclusion. Note, regarding the OET, requires the letter to be between 180 up to 200 words approximately. This is the word length is based on the body of the letter only. So starting from the introduction till the last body paragraph. This is regarding the word length which is needed from you to write. Regarding the organization of the body, we will take two strategies how to write a letter, starting from the introduction till the conclusion, because we have two options. Whether we have an urgent situation or an urgent case, like emergency case or cancer, or emergent cardiology, like a referral to cardiologist. So of course the case will be life-threatening or very urgent. So here you have to be, you have to follow a very strict and very precise way how to write this form of writing. And we'll explain these two strategies in upcoming sessions. The last item we have, the closer. The closer is the final part of the letter and should be written one space below the last line of the body. Only the first word in the closer should be capitalized, like this one, yours. Yours sincerely. Yours with Y capital, and again, yours faithfully, Y in capital. So only the first word in the clause should be capitalized, and a comma should following the last word if we included this comma above in the greeting or in the salutation. If we didn't write this comma above in the greeting or salutation, you have to remove this comma from the closer. Okay, what's the difference between yours sincerely and yours faithfully? When to write yours sincerely and when to write yours faithfully? When you know the name of the person you are addressing, who is the recipient, like Dr. Smith, you are writing to Dr. Smith. So you know the name of the recipient, Dr. Smith. In this case, you have to write yours sincerely. While when you are starting your letter with dear, like dear doctor or dear sir, madam, in this case, you don't know the name of the recipient. So in the case notes, if they mentioned that you are writing to like a neurologist, neurologist is a doctor, but you don't know the name of this neurologist. So simply you will write, dear doctor. Again, if you are writing to a person like occupational therapist, occupational therapist actually is not a doctor. Occupational therapist is the person who is dealing with the situation with a certain injured patient. You want to advise this patient and to rehabilitate this patient to deal with his difficult situations with this injured body. So he is or she is not a doctor. In this way, you will write, dear sir, madam, the occupational therapist, because he is not a doctor or she is not a doctor. So this is the difference between yours sincerely and yours faithfully. Yours sincerely, if you know the recipient or know the name of the recipient, and yours faithfully, if you don't know the name of the recipient. If you wrote dear doctor or dear sir, madam, so you don't know the name. Okay, let's combine these 6 items in one format. The name and the specialty of the recipient, then the address. This is the address. After that, you will leave a blank line, an empty space, empty line. This is the blank line. After that, the date of writing, like the day is 15 January 2021. You will write 15 January 2021 if you want to write in British. After that, blank line. Then, dear doctor, if you don't know the name of the doctor, or dear sir, madam, if you don't know the name of the recipient and the recipient is not a doctor, you'll write dear sir or madam. You don't know the name, you don't know the gender. Dear Dr. Smith, with this period, you know the name of the recipient. Dear Dr. Smith, Dr. Smith, this is the recipient. With this period in American. Dear Dr. Smith, again, you know the name of the recipient, Dr. Smith, but without a period in British. Regarding, you can choose this one or this one. Mr. period or Mrs. period or Ms. period, X. And of course, titles with periods for American. And also you will write the date of birth in American to be consistent with this English school. You'll write DOP separated with periods, then one space, then month, day, year. This is for American English school. But if you want to write or to continue with British style, if you started the date in British, then you choose this one for a greeting or salutation. Then you write the subject regarding Mr., Mrs., Ms. X without periods, and DOB without periods with this colon, one space, day, month, year, regarding the British English style. Then a blank line, then introduction, then blank line, then first body paragraph, then blank line, then second body paragraph, then blank line, then conclusion, then another blank line. After that, you will choose yours faithfully or yours sincerely. If you wrote Dear Doctor, you don't know the name of the recipient. You will write yours faithfully. If you wrote Dear Sir Madam, you don't know the name of the recipient. Again, you will write yours faithfully. But if you know the name of the recipient, like Dear Dr. Smith, you will write yours sincerely. So yours faithfully, you don't know the name of the recipient. Yours sincerely, if you know the name of the recipient. Regarding this comma, yours faithfully, comma, or yours sincerely, comma, again, if you wrote the greeting or salutation, like Dear Doctor, Dear Madam, Dear Dr. Smith, with a comma, you write this comma here. If you didn't include this comma in the salutation or in the greeting, you will remove this comma in the closer. Then finally, you will leave one or two blank lines between the closer and sign off. You will write simply doctor or nurse or dentist, whatever your specialty. And this is if your name as a doctor is not mentioned in the task, but if the task mentioned your name, like you are a GP doctor named with Dr. Jones, so you will write Dr. Jones, after that GP, because your name is mentioned in the task. But if they didn't mention your name, you will simply write doctor or nurse or dentist, whatever your specialty. This is again the date format, but in American English style alone, separating the or removing the British style. In brief, this is the address, blank line, date in American, month, day, year, Dear Doctor, Dear Say Madam, Dear Dr. Smith, with period here, because this is an American. Titles come with periods. Regarding the subject, Mr., Mrs., Ms., X with periods again, because again, titles come with periods. And this is date of birth in American, DOP separating them with periods, and another one space, then the month, December 4, 1985. Or you can write another style, another option we mentioned earlier, like this one, regarding, comma, one space, DOB, date of birth. Or the last one, you can write regarding, then date of birth just after the name. So to highlight these options, this is the first one, and this is the second one, and this is the third one. You can choose this one or this one or this one as you want. After that, blank line, introduction, blank line, first body paragraph, blank line, second body paragraph, blank line, conclusion, blank line. Then you will choose yours faithfully if you wrote Dear Doctor or Dear Say Madam, because you don't know the name of the recipient. But if you know the name of the recipient, you will write yours sincerely. And don't forget this comma. If you mention this comma in the greeting or salutation, you will write this comma in the closer. Then blank line, then you can write doctor if you are a doctor, or nurse if you are a nurse, or dentist if you are a dentist. It depends on your specialty or the type of exam you are setting. This is regarding American style. Let's go for the next British style, or the next English school, which is British style. You write the name of the recipient and the specialty and the address, then blank line, then date in British. Day, month, year, then blank line. Then the greeting or salutation, dear doctor, dear sir, madam, if you don't know the name of the recipient. Dear Dr. Smith, if you know the name of the recipient, Dr. Smith, but here don't include periods with titles, because in British, titles come without periods. Regarding Mr., Mrs., Ms. X without periods, DOP without periods with a colon, then one space, then day, month, year. This is the first option. The second option, you can write the same one, but with one space and a comma. The last one, the name of the patient and DOP under the name. Then blank line, introduction, blank line, first body paragraph, blank line, second body paragraph, blank line, conclusion, blank line. Then yours faithfully if you don't know the name of the recipient, like dear doctor, dear sir, madam, or yours sincerely if you know the name of the recipient. Then lastly, one or two blank lines between the sign off and, the closer and sign off. And again, don't forget this comma. This is regarding the date format, the letter format for OET. Let's take letter format practice, and I'll choose Dr. Bashir. I'll start with Dr. Bashir. Dr. Bashir, can you speak, please? Dr. Bashir, can you speak? Okay. Dr. Zakia Aziz.
Yes, I am.
Yes, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, doctor. I will start with.
Yes.
Okay. I will start with the first task.
Yeah.
This is your task. Writing task, using the information in the case notes, write a letter of referral for further investigation and definitive diagnosis to the gastroenterologist, Dr. Jason Roberts, at Newtown Hospital, 111 High Street, Newtown. And the name of your patient, Anne Hall, Ms. Anne Hall, and DOP, date of birth, 19 September 1972.
Yeah.
And here, I already prepared this letter format with certain mistakes, and you will correct these mistakes. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. In here, the mistake, it is American, yeah? American style.
Yes, you're right in American style.
And here at the first we have to the first is I think it's okay, and the date is incorrect because it should be the month should be at the beginning 01/15/2020.
Okay. Okay, I appreciate that. But before that, start with the address. This is
Yeah,
the address. In the address, do
yeah,
you
and
see
the,
any mistakes here?
I think Doctor. It is no, there is no mistake.
No, this is incorrect. If you remember, regarding the address topic or item, I said you have to capitalize all words in this address and don't include any punctuation.
Oh yes, yes. Sorry. And here the name of the beginning, everything should be capitalized. Like doctor is okay. Johnson is capital. Yeah, it's okay. And dear is gastroenterologist is okay. Newton hospital should be capital H.
Okay,
Yeah, and street is also should be capital.
okay.
Yeah, Newton is okay.
So,
Yeah,
do you see any other mistakes?
no.
No. Again, this is incorrect because here we have this period, which is punctuation, and in the address we have not to include any punctuation. So you have to remove this period.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Mhm.
Another mistake, as you see here, dear, Dr. Jason Roberts with this S, but
Okay.
here Jason Robert,
Okay, the spelling.
spelling mistake.
Yeah. The
So
spelling.
let's start correcting this task.
Mm.
First of all, we have to remove this period and, sorry,
Oh, yes.
for this one. We have to remove this period, Jason Roberts, because as you see here, Jason Roberts.
Okay.
Okay. Gastroenterologist.
Mm.
Is it correct?
Yeah.
Yes. Newtown Hospital, H should be in capital.
Mm.
111 High Street in capital.
Yeah.
Then Newtown is correct.
Yeah.
Regarding the date, is it correct?
No, it's not correct. We should bring the month at the beginning 01/15/2000.
You were right. January
Yeah.
15, 2021.
Yeah.
This is the correct date format in American style.
Yeah.
Then, dear Dr. Jason.
In here also we have to put in here between doctor and Jason, and we have to put a
Period.
period.
Like this way.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that is there any other mistakes in this part?
G
Dear-
should be capital. Yeah.
Dear Dr. Jason.
Yeah. Jason's, I think. Yeah, Jason is okay.
No. Actually, in the greeting or salutation, you have to include the family name of the recipient because you
Oh yes, the Robert, dear Dr. Robert. Yes, Roberts.
Roberts.
Robert. Yeah.
Because we already mentioned the full name previously.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Regarding Ms. Ann Hall, DOPX, is it correct?
We have should put a period between Miss. Yeah, here should be
Yes,
put.
Ms. period, because this is American style.
Yeah.
Ann Hall, is it correct?
Hall. Yes. It's
Yes.
correct. Yeah.
DOP,
DUB should be yes, correct.
correct?
And put a semicolon after B, I think.
No.
No.
The mistake here, as you see in American style, you have to write the DOP in American style again. So you'll start with
Yeah.
month,
09, yeah, 19.
then the day.
Yes.
After that, blank line, introduction, blank line, body paragraph 1, then 2, with blank lines, conclusion, yours faithfully. Is it correct?
Yes, yes. Your faithfully should be comma here.
Should be in comma.
No, should be not your faithfully, because we know the doctor
Yes.
name. To write, yeah, yours sincerely.
Yes, yours sincerely.
Comma.
And a comma, because we wrote this comma above in the greeting.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the correct date format in American style.
Yes.
Yes, thank you so much.
Welcome.
Briefly, the next one, Dr. Abdulrahman Al-Komi. Can you speak, please? Okay, Dr. Abir Ahmed, can you speak?
Yes, yes,
Yes, Dr. Abir, how are you?
fine, thank you.
Okay, Dr. Abir, as you see here, you will write the date of the letter format in British style.
Yes.
And as you see here, the writing task, using the information in the case notes, write a referral letter for further investigation and definitive diagnosis to the gastroenterologist Dr. Jason Roberts at Newtown Hospital, 111 High Street, Newtown. Okay. So could you start correcting the mistakes, please?
Yes. First one is the address. Dr. Jason Roberts, gastroenterologist, G capital, Newtown Hospital, 111 High and Street, H in capital in High, and the Street is in capital.
Yes.
Newtown, this is okay. Now the address is okay. Then we will move to the date, 15 January
yes.
2021. Date is okay also.
Yes, because this is in British style. Yes. After that,
then we will remove blank. Then salutation, dear. We will remove the comma between doctor and Robert.
Yes.
We can put comma after Roberts. Regarding Miss Anne, this is okay. As there is no distance between R and E, so it will be Miss Anne Hall. Date of birth 1972. This is okay. No mistakes here.
Do you think? Are you sure there is no mistakes here?
I can't find mistakes.
What about Anne? Spelling mistake with E.
Anne, yes. Yes, the name of the patient. Anne Hall. Okay. But this is the only mistake, I think.
Yes. After that?
After that, the date of birth is okay also. Correct.
Okay.
No mistakes.
Then introduction, body paragraph 1 and 2, conclusion.
Conclusion, yours sincerely will put comma.
Yes.
As if we put the comma after dear doctor.
Yes, correct. Thank you, doctor.
Welcome, Dr. Sam.
Okay. Next one, Dr. Ali Ayman. Can you speak? Would you join us? Dr. Aya? Dr. Aya Wagdi, I think, or Dr. Aya Wadi. Okay, Dr. Neurologist.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you raise
Sam?
up your voice, please? Because I cannot hear you
Yeah,
well.
yeah. Just the network is here is very bad. Do you hear me now? Good.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
Could you tell me what's your name, please?
دكتور أيمن.
Sorry.
Dr. Neurologist, what's your name?
Kosai. Mohammed.
Muhammad. Okay.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Dr. Muhammad. Okay, Dr. Muhammad. This is your task, is to write a letter format in American style. Okay?
Okay.
And in the writing task here, using the information in the case notes, write a letter of referral to Dr. Smith, an endocrinologist at City Hospital, for further management of Mrs. Sharman's sugar levels. Address the letter to Dr. Lisa Smith, endocrinologist, City Hospital, Newtown. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm with you. Wait.
Okay. So start, please.
First of all, with the name Dr. Smith, it's right.
It's
Dr.
right. Okay. Actually, no, it's incorrect.
Yeah.
First of all, you have to remove this
Mm.
period because in the address, don't include any punctuation. Okay?
Okay.
And as you see
Okay.
here, the full name of the recipient is Dr. Lisa Smith, not Smith.
Yeah, we have to write the full name.
Okay.
So here you have to write Dr. Lisa Smith. Okay. After that,
Endocrinologist. I think there's a spelling problem with the endocrinologist. After the G, I. Endocrinologist. After the G, we add I. After the G, endocrinologist.
I, and remove this E.
Yeah.
Yes. City Hospital.
The hospital, the first letter H should be capital letter.
Yes, correct.
Newtown is right. So
is it right? Newtown?
Newtown.
No.
Yes.
T.
O preceding.
Yes.
O preceding W.
O W. Sorry. O W. Yes, this is the correct one.
O W down.
Okay. What about the date?
Okay. The date, we start with the month, then the day.
So is it correct?
So here, no, here we have to put the month and the first. So it will be January 15.
Yes.
And first of all, January, then 15, 2021.
Yes.
Then here, as you told us, dear Dr. Smith, yes, we write Smith without Lisa Smith, only Smith, but
yes,
we have
the
to
family
put
name.
point.
Yes.
Yeah, only the family name. We have to put a full stop after doctor, between doctor and Smith, because it's an American style.
Because in American style, titles come with periods.
Yeah. Here about the comma after Smith, we will put it as we will write later the comma. So date of Miss Suraya Sharma. Wait, I will just see. Here, Mrs. Suraya Sharma, sorry.
Yes.
Here the name, Mrs. Yeah, Mrs. Dot Mrs. Priya Sharma. Yeah. Date of birth. Here the date of birth. Both correct. So maybe we have to change. We put the 5 in the beginning and then 8.
Okay,
after
what about this colon? Is it right to write a colon in American style date of birth? You have to remove this colon and put a period with one space.
Okay. Yes, you are right. Yes, you are right. Sorry.
Okay, and
Here,
the date of birth, is it correct?
no, it will be. Wait, let me see the task 8. Okay.
Yes, 5.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, 5, 8.
8. So, sorry, 8. So this is the month, then the day. May 8, 1958.
8. Yes.
Okay. After that,
After that, we know the name. It's written, so it will be yours sincerely, but we will add comma after yours sincerely.
yes.
Here, I just have one question, please.
Yes, sure.
The date of birth is 5th of August 1958. 5 can be a date and 8 also. So how do I know and change the date and
Yes,
know it's not correct?
Yes, I understand your question.
Yeah.
Okay, Dr. Muhammad is asking regarding the numbers in the task.
Yes.
If mentioned like this way, how can I know or determine whether this
Yes.
8 or 5 for the month or the day?
Yes.
So simply, I can answer your question like this way. Course, okay, this is your course. Materials, writing. Okay, Dr. Muhammad. Okay, this is the task we are discussing. Okay, this is the 8, 5. How can I determine whether this 8 or 5 for the month or day? Simply, you can scroll down here. You can see 29, 12. So, of course, this date is written in British style because we don't have a month numbered with 29.
Yes.
So for sure, this is in British style. So I will consider the first number for the day and the second number for the month.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, is it clear for you?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you. Thank you, Dr. Muhammad.
You are welcome. Thanks for you.
Okay, Dr. Ali, you can. Start, please. Dr. Ali? Dr. Ali Ayman? Hello, Dr. Ali?
دكتور علي ممكن تشيل لي ميوت غالبا حضرتك حاطط ميوت على تليفونك في كلمة ميوت تحت في
Okay,
البار
okay.
شيلها ممكن. I'm sorry for that. There's a in the bar there's a mute. You can just remove the mute and talk, Dr. Ali.
Dr. Ali, just unmute your mic. Press on the mic. Dr. Ali?
Yes.
Yes, Dr. Ali. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, Dr. Ali. With the
Let's
same
start.
writing task, but you have to write in British style.
Yes.
Okay, so start, please. Starting with
Yes.
the address.
And doctor, no period. There is no there is no period in
Yes.
this name.
No punctuation in the address.
Yeah. The name Dr. Lisa Smith.
Yes, Lisa
Yes.
Smith.
It's correct, I think.
Endocrinologist, yes.
Endocrinologist is no, correct. It's correct.
Mhm.
Yes, it's correct. City
Okay.
Hospital. It's correct. Newtown, domestic. NEW.
What about hospital? Here you have to capitalize.
Yeah, it's capital H. Yeah.
Yes.
Capital H.
And Newtown?
There is E after N, Newtown,
Yes.
and no E after W. In EW, yes.
Mhm.
It's correct, I think. Yeah.
After that?
The date,
Date, is it correct? Date in British.
there is
Yes, it's correct.
yes, correct, yes, it's correct.
It's correct. Because we have to write the day, then the month. So 15, this is the day, and January, this is the month, so it's correct.
Yes.
And the salutation or greeting, dear Dr. Smith, is it correct?
There's comma after Smith.
Actually, here it's optional. If you wrote a comma after the Dr. Smith, you will write a comma under in the closer.
Yes.
And in this example, you want or you don't?
No. It's good.
I will leave it. After that?
Mr. No period.
Not Mr. Mrs. Mrs.
No period after Mrs.
Yes. No periods with titles in British. Yes. After that?
It's good. It's correct, I think.
Okay. Regarding the age, is it correct to write 60-year-old of age like this way?
Yes, I think in British or American, two are correct.
Yes, but here it's incorrect to write 60-year-old with hyphens. You have to remove these hyphens and add S for year to be years, 60 years old of age. Or you can write another option like aged, comma,
60 years old.
60
Years old, yeah.
years old. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. After that, regarding yours sincerely, is it correct?
No.
No comma after sincerely.
Yes, no comma because you didn't write a comma in the greeting.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the final answer. Thank you, Dr. Ali.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Dr. Aya Wagdi or Dr. Azza. Dr. Azza? ودكتور آية. اوكي دكتور فاطمة.
Yes, I hear you, doctor.
دكتور فاطمة, how are you دكتور فاطمة? دكتور فاطمة. Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. Dr. Fatima, your task is to write the letter format in American style for this writing task. The writing task is using the information in the case notes, write a letter to Ms. Graham, an occupational therapist, detailing Mr. Jones' situation and requesting an assessment of his workplace. Address the letter to Ms. Jane Graham, Newtown, Occupational Therapy, 10 Johnston Street, Newtown. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so let's start.
First, by the first name of the doctor, Jane is wrong because it is Jon instead. Then ES.
No.
No, as you see, this is the name
Right.
of the recipient, Ms. Jane Graham, while the name of the patient is Jones. As you see here, Barry Jones, this is the name of the patient, while the recipient is Jane Graham.
It's okay.
Okay?
Just,
Yeah.
yeah. Just
So the Graham is Graham.
Graham, this, again.
There is no mistake in the name of the doctor.
Dr. Fatima, could you read the writing task again, please, by yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
The case notes,
Read the case notes loudly, please.
Yes. Using the information in the case notes, write a letter to Mr. Graham.
Not Mr.
Miss Graham.
Ms. Graham, yes.
An occupational Miss Graham.
Not Miss.
An occupational therapist.
No.
Telling Mr. Jones' situation and request Mr. Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Detailing Mr. Jones' situation.
Okay.
And requesting an assessment of his workplace.
Mm-hmm.
Addressing the letter to Miss Jane Graham, Town Street, Newtown.
Okay. So, who is the recipient?
The recipient is Miss Jane Graham, which is the occupational therapist in Newtown Occupational Therapy.
Mm-hmm. And who is the patient?
The patient, Mr. Jones.
Yes, and this is the full name of the patient. Barry Jones, okay?
Yes.
And MS, this MS is spelled like, or pronounced like Ms., not Miss, Ms.
Okay.
Okay. So let's start.
Yes. Dr. Jane. Okay. The name of the doctor is correct.
Okay.
Newtown Occupational Therapy is okay. Occupational, yes. While the street, 10 Johnston Street, Newtown, there is no problem.
No, correct. The first mistake here.
Yeah.
Ms.
Not doctor, Ms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Jane Graham is not a doctor. She is an occupational therapist.
Yes.
And we have to remove any punctuation in the address. And that's why I didn't write a period after Ms.
Yes.
And you have to capitalize all the words mentioned in the address. And that's why you have to capitalize occupational, and the abbreviation for street S capital.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
After that, regarding the
Okay.
date, is it correct in American style?
No, we have to made the January 1st, then slide 50th, 2021.
Yes. Okay. After that,
There, Miss Jane
yes,
instead of DR.
but not
And put
Jane, not Jane.
her
The family name directly
Graham. Yes, Graham.
with
Miss Graham.
period
Point,
because in American
punctuation. Yes. Yes.
and Graham. Will you include a comma after
Patient name.
Graham or not?
Yes.
Yes, because at the end we have yours sincerely.
Yes, okay. Because we wrote a comma in the closer here, so you will write a comma above or the reverse.
Yes.
Okay. Regarding Mrs. Barry Jones.
There is a wrong in the name of the patient. First, we have to write Mr.
Yes, Mr., not Mrs. And
Yes.
actually, before that,
And
you have to leave one space. Dr. Fatima.
Have to put the.
You have to leave one space just after this colon.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Mr. Barry, is it correct?
Barry, Y.
Double R. Okay, double R, Barry Jones. Spelling mistake with the name, first name. Date of birth, is it correct?
Yes.
No. Oh.
We have to make the month before the day because it is American style. So it is.
What about DOP? Is it correct?
No, we have to add a point after D,
Yes.
after O, after P.
Yes, periods, and remove this colon. And
Yes.
put period and one space after.
Yeah.
After that, is it correct to write 11/6/1973?
No, it is June 11th, 1000.
Yes. So you have to write the month firstly, after that the day. June 11, 1973.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you, doctor. Dr. Fatima.
Can you hear me?
Dr. Fatima, I'm with you.
Yes, yes, I hear you. Can you hear me, doctor?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes. Sorry, I lost the connection.
No problem. Okay.
We have to make the month. Yes, yeah, yeah. After that, the introduction. And the body paragraphs 1 and 2, conclusion, and yours sincerely. It is okay.
Yes. It's correct.
Sorry, Dr. Sam.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Regarding Mr., we need to put point after Mr. Barry Jones.
That's correct. You have to put this period because with titles in American, you have to put period.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, doctor.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Sorry, Mr. Sam, Dr. Sam. Regarding here, the last things, I'm Dr. Tariq. Sorry for this. Regarding yours sincerely, as I understand before, if this letter directed to some person other than doctor, you should not write yours sincerely, you should write yours faithfully. Is it
No.
correct?
No, this is incorrect. The difference between yours faithfully and yours sincerely, yours faithfully used to or used in letters if you don't know the name of the person you are writing to, or you don't know the name of the recipient. But here we know the name of the recipient, Ms. Graham.
Okay.
So use faithfully if you don't know the name of the recipient.
Yeah, this is a fair things. But as I understand before, you wrote that you told us that regarding these things, regarding if the letter not directed for the person who's not doctor, I should write also your faithfully. This is what I understand before. So
okay, I will go back now for this slide and explain it again. But before that, here we have another mistake. This comma, you have to remove this comma because you left a long space between the name of the patient and date of birth. Or another option, you can minimize this.
Yeah, connect it and make a comma.
And put a comma here. Okay, regarding your question, doctor. Okay, this is slide. The difference between yours sincerely and yours faithfully. Yours sincerely, when you know the name of the person you are addressing, like Dr. Smith, so you know the name of the recipient. But yours faithfully, when you don't know the name of the recipient. Okay, so like this slide, if you wrote, "Dear Doctor," you will write yours faithfully. If you wrote, "Dear Sir, Madam," you will write yours faithfully because you don't know the name of the recipient. But "Dear Dr. Smith," you will write yours sincerely. Is it clear for you?
That's fine. That's fine. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you. Okay, the last practice we have today, Doctor, who's want to join us?
I can't do it. It's okay.
Dr. Muhammad, I think again. Is it right?
Yes, again, if there is no one, I am here. If there is someone who didn't try, it's okay.
Hello?
Dr. Abdurrahman?
Yes.
Okay, excuse me, Dr. Muhammad. I'm sorry, Dr. Abdurrahman.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We are all learning here. It's okay.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Muhammad. Okay, Dr. Abdurrahman, your task is the same writing task, but here in British style. So you will correct this letter format to be correct letter format in British style.
Okay.
So could you start, please?
Okay, Dr. Graham, we should remove this full stop and mention the full name. Dr. Sorry, this is Mrs. Graham.
Yes.
What's her full name?
Not Mrs. Ms.
Sorry.
Ms. Jane.
Jane Graham.
Graham. Okay.
Okay. Newtown there is a typo in EU.
Yes.
Occupational should be started with capital and therapy capital O, capital T.
Yes.
Johnson, 10 Johnson Street, also capital.
Yes.
Newtown, capital, okay. The date, 15th of, okay, that's right, January. And dear doctor, we should remove the full stop. And space, Graham, okay. Regarding Mr., we should remove full stop.
Okay, what about doctor?
Miss, sorry, sorry, Miss.
Ms.
Miss, sorry.
Ms. Graham, okay.
Sorry, if you just write dear Graham, it's incorrect.
Yes, it's incorrect. because
Okay.
you didn't mention the title, the appropriate title for this person.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Regarding Mr., we should remove the full stop, space, Perry, Jones. There is a typo, Jones.
Without this H.
Okay. And DOB, okay. But there is no point, I think. DOB. There is full stop, yeah, we should remove it. And
Will you leave this without any punctuation? DOB directly.
we should. I don't know the English name. نقطتين فوق بعض. I don't know.
Okay, colon, a colon.
Okay.
Okay, what about this comma? Is it correct?
We can leave it. No. We should
You have
remove
to
it.
remove this comma if you left
Yeah.
this long space.
Uh-huh.
And
Okay.
what about this space just after this colon? You have to leave one space just
space, yeah.
after this colon.
Okay.
Okay.
Introduction, paragraph 1, paragraph 2, conclusion, and you're faithfully. I think we better write sincerely, right?
Not better. The correct is to write yours sincerely.
Sincerely, okay.
Yeah.
And notice this is yours sincerely, yours faithfully. Notice this is please, okay? Don't forget it.
Okay.
Okay. And here you write yours sincerely. And will you leave this comma?
No, remove it.
Yes, you have to remove this comma because you didn't mention a comma in the greeting.
Okay. Thank you.
My question to you, Dr. Abdurrahman, how to write another style or another option for this subject?
Really, I don't remember well. Sorry.
Okay, simply you can write this DOP just under the name of the patient, like this way. Or remove this long space and put a comma and one space like this way.
Okay.
Okay, doctor.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome. So this is the end of our session today. Do you have any question?
It was a very good session. Yeah, it was really interesting and it was useful for us. Thank you.
You are welcome, doctor. You are welcome.
Yeah, if you like,
Yes.
you have one class for us in a week, it will be much better.
Actually, because I have to be stuck with my schedule with the premium course, but I will try to arrange another free session for all of you. So I promise that I will try.
Sorry, how can we join your course?
You can contact me privately at WhatsApp or join us at the WhatsApp group, and I will show you the post regarding the specifications or features of our course to join us.
Okay, thank you. We don't have WhatsApp, but just we have Instagram with you. We don't have WhatsApp.
No, I have, but I will show you the links. Don't worry.
Okay.
I will show you the links at the Telegram channels. So just type your request at the channel you are in, and I will guide you how to join our course.
Okay.
Dr. Sam, can you write your number with the international code here in the chat?
Yes, this is good.
It will be better. It will be better, and we're all gonna copy it and add you now by the WhatsApp.
0020 10 618 616 00. This is my international number for WhatsApp in Egypt.
Keep it like that for 10 seconds. Wait, please. Only 10 seconds.
Yes.
10 seconds. Please, anyone who needs Dr. Sam number can take it from the screen.
Yes.
002 Wait, let me type it. 002 010 61
We are looking for your next class.
Yes, sure, doctor.
But your WhatsApp listening is stop and reading is also stop. And Instagram, no more reading or listening.
Actually, I have recorded two free sessions for the listening and reading subtests, and I uploaded them at our YouTube channel, Sam Agency YouTube channel, and actually I uploaded more than 5 or 6 free sessions there, so you can watch them.
Okay. Thank you.
You are welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Sam, for this amazing presentation. It was really amazing.
Thank you.
And we are going to join you by the WhatsApp and pay and continue with you the rest of the sessions, inshallah.
Sure, inshallah. I'm happy to hear that, and thank you for attending our session today.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I hope the best for all of you, and good luck. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Thank you, Dr. Sam.
You are welcome. Thank you.